What is up, guys? First YouTube video on the channel. Let's do a full round one mock draft. First pick, the Bears. It's going to be a quarterback. It's 100% going to be Caleb Williams. The best quarterback prospect we've seen since Trevor Lawrence. Before that, it was Andrew Luck. He is going to be great in the NFL, and hopefully he can turn this Bears team around. The Commanders at number 2, we've heard rumors about Drake May, rumors about Jayden Daniels, and even J.J. McCarthy. I do believe this is Jayden Daniels out of LSU. Number 3, we've heard a lot of rumors about the Patriots trading back. I could see it. I also think Drake May is not their guy, so I do think they are trading back. And the Patriots, it's tough. Who will they trade back with? It's the Giants. With New England, Giants offer them 47 and next year's 2 to move up to 3. I think that you have to take that. And the Giants move up. They draft their quarterback of the future, Drake May. At number 4, the Cardinals are super lucky that the best player in the draft fell to them. It's Marvin Harrison Jr. At number 5, you could argue wide receiver, you could argue O-line, you could even argue trading back, or even secondary. I do think they address that O-line. Jim Harbaugh wants to build from the trenches, and I think it's all. At number 6, I do believe the Patriots end up taking a quarterback here. I think it's McCarthy. I think those are the 4 teams that take quarterbacks here. I think McCarthy is the Patriots guy. They're having a long meeting with him as I'm recording this video. Number 7, I do believe this is an offensive lineman pick as well. I believe it's Fashanu. I think he's their guy. I think it's going to be hard to trade back there. And number 8, Malik Neighbors is super enticing, but I still do believe they take Dallas Turner. And with number 9, with Malik Neighbors falling this far, I think the Bears grab him. With the 10th pick in this draft, this is tough. Could be Bowers, could be O-line. I think the Jets go Bowers here. They need offensive linemen, but I think Bowers is too special to pass up on. Now the Vikings are here, and they realize that they're not getting a quarterback or one of the top 4. So they're going to dress their defense, and they're going to take Byron Murphy out of Texas. Best D tackle in this draft class. He's going to step in right away and start. Broncos are here. After letting go of Jerry Jeudy, I do believe they dress wide receiver for Roman Tunze. 13th overall pick, I do believe this is tackle or corner. I think it's going to be corner. I think they grabbed Terran Arnold. They love drafting Alabama players with Leatherwood, with Rhodes. I think they continue that trend with Arnold. Now with 14, this is 100% an offensive tackle pick. Fuaga on the Saints just made sense to me. I don't know why. Now the Colts, you know they're going cornerback in my opinion. Maybe wide receiver. You could argue Brian Thomas Jr. It's Quinyon Mitchell here. Now Seattle's on the board. I think this has to be interior O-line. And I think they go Jackson Powers Johnson. Now the Jaguars are on the board. I think this is exactly what they want. Brian Thomas Jr. steps in after Calvin Ridley's absence. Now the Bengals are on the board. They really wanted Brian Thomas Jr. They can still make some moves on that O-line. I think they do it. I think they take Mims here. Even though they definitely wanted Brian Thomas Jr. or even Bowers, but neither fell to them. Now at 19 is the Rams. I do believe this has to be an edge rusher. I believe they take Latu here. And at 20, with the Steelers, this has to be tackle, and I think they take Latham. Now at 21, we have the Dolphins. You could argue it's Xavier Worthy with all that speed. Could you imagine that? That'd be insane. Tyreek Hill, Waddle, and Xavier Worthy, but no way. I do believe this is interior O-line. I think it will be Graham Barton. Now the Eagles are on the board. They need a cornerback. Nate Wiggins, I think, will fit them perfectly. Premier edge rusher, though, is still on the board. The Vikings are on the board again. They already took Byron Murphy. This is a very difficult pick, in my opinion. I do believe they take a quarterback here. I think it's Michael Penix Jr., the 5th and final quarterback of the first round. Now the Cowboys are on the board. I believe this is offensive line. I think it's Tyler Guyton. With the Packers on the board now, this has to be secondary. You could argue Kool-Aid, but I do think this is DeJean. You can throw him at safety, throw him at corner. He'll be perfect on that defense. Jared Verse falling all the way to 26. The slide of the draft finds its home in Tampa. 27 is the Cardinals after taking Marvin Harrison Jr. Just missing out on Jared Verse. I do believe this is an edge rusher. I think it's Chop Robinson. If I can draft. There Now the Bills are on the board. This has to be wide receiver. I think it's Tony Mitchell, one of the best wide receivers in this whole draft. You have a great offensive lineman here. I think someone's out to trade up for him. I really do. I don't know who it's going to be, though. I really don't. I feel like the Raiders could do it. Let's have the Raiders trade up here. If we can find them. Trading up to 29. Detroit, I feel like, is most likely moving up or moving down. For the sake of this video, I'm just going to throw in a double pitch just so it gets the deal done. I believe the Raiders come up here and they take Fatanu. Now with 30, this team needs a wide receiver. I think it's Xavier Worthy. Reminds me of that Marquise Brown pitch. I think that's what happens. Now it's the 49ers. It is going to be an offensive tackle, and I do believe it's Jordan Morgan. And the final pick of the draft of the first round, it's going to be a wide receiver. We know that. I think it's Ladd McConkey. That's what I think happens. Here's the full result. What do we think about this? Caleb Williams, Jane Daniels, Drake May to the Giants. That's very sketchy. It's going to be one of these guys. What do you guys think? It's going to be one of those drafts. It just is. I think May is going to be the quarterback to the Giants, though. I just see it. I think the Patriots trade out. I appreciate it. Make sure you guys subscribe. Road to a K. Thanks, guys.